I think there's a bit of a misunderstanding when it comes to what a YouTube rapper is. They're not people that just upload their music to YouTube and then have their biggest following on the platform. They're people that create content that's similar to traditional YouTubers as a means to gain a following and then promote their music. For example, if I was doing everything that I have been doing on the platform, making all these videos, promoting rappers, and while I was doing it, I was just dropping a music video and then dropping an album and telling you guys to check out my music, I would be a YouTube rapper.
Drip, drip when I walk, bitch, I'm drippier. Yo, flex when I dance, bitch, I'm flexious. Pull up with that whip, call it Pegasus. Bitch, I wear so my Gucci.
People even call NF a YouTube rapper, which I have no idea why. Probably just because he sort of blew up on the platform and gained his biggest following there, but he never made traditional YouTube videos. So I don't really understand why people call him a YouTube rapper. He definitely isn't. Now someone like Quadeca, he makes traditional YouTube videos. Almost all of them are hip hop related, so
I guess that makes sense.
But he makes these creative videos, obviously most known for the Styles of Rapping series, and he does that to gain a following, and then he drops music videos, albums, and promotes it to the following that he has. Thus,
a YouTube rapper.
So why are YouTube rappers corny? Well, that's kind of a complicated question and answer because corny is subjective. People even call Logic and J. Cole corny. I would agree with Logic, but not so much with J. Cole. But let me just make it a point to say that all YouTubers are just kind of corny. If you sit in a room alone and make videos of yourself in one way or another, you think that you're the shit and you need to put yourself out to the world like that, which is kind of corny. And yes, I'm talking about myself. It's all good. It's what I am. Plus, YouTube audiences are primarily kids, and to appeal to kids, you have to be a little corny. So what is the opposite of being corny? Well, being cool.
The cool crab.
Rappers and celebrities in general have this coolness factor to them. They have the image or mystique that's attractive to fans. I mean, if you think about someone like Playboi Carti, who's pretty much riding his whole career on being cool or being lit, because objectively his music doesn't have that much substance to it. I love Playboi Carti, by the way. But if he went on camera every day and filmed himself in his room or wherever he's at and said, I'm so cool, I'm so lit, check out my music, yada yada yada, you could see how that would diminish his credibility. He lets his fans, he lets the blogs, he lets the people in general do the talking and give him his coolness status. You see, YouTubers don't have that coolness or that mystique because they kind of give us a day in the life when they're uploading those YouTube videos. So there's no mystery, there's nothing that leaves you wondering about them because a few times a week they upload a video talking, giving their opinions, giving us a full perspective of who they are as a person. So the fans kind of understand who they are. There's no mystery, like I said. So if you think about it, it's kind of hard to look up to a YouTuber that shares a lot of their life with them and you kind of get the full perspective versus somebody like Playboi Carti who's just sort of cool and mysterious and in the background and doesn't try too hard. YouTubers are tryhards. Also, to combat the corny stigma that all of these YouTube rappers are facing, 90% of them are lyrical rappers. Because you can't argue with skill. If a YouTuber's like, hey, I may be corny, but I can spit bars and you can't take that away from me, fair. At the end of the day, you can't argue with skill. And my final reason is that a lot of these YouTubers lack an image, which kind of goes hand in hand with my previous point. Lyrical rappers, generally speaking, don't rely heavy on image. They rely on being skillful. And people will argue, oh, it's not about the image. It shouldn't be about the image. It should just be about pure talent and pure skill. Okay, fine, whatever. But a lot of these YouTubers look like normal dudes. And I don't know about you, but when I'm looking up to a rapper and I'm trying to idolize someone, I don't want them to be normal looking. I don't want them to look like this guy. I want them to be cool. I want them to have something sexy or attractive about them.
Pause.
Most rappers don't look like normal people. And again, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but I kind of want to feel like that person is above me in some nature. I don't want them to feel like my equal. Let's just take a look at some of these popular or at least well-known YouTube rappers. First on my list is Quadeca.
Obviously, you can never be as high as me. No, I ain't never been to college, but I got that flow that come right out of Ivy League.
Quadeca is an artist that I do like a lot. I think he makes good YouTube videos, but something tells me that he would rather be a rapper than a YouTuber. I could see him evolving and changing and sort of growing out of the YouTube rapper stage and trying to just become a full-time rapper. He does try to mix it up and be versatile and make some more trap sounding stuff, but is for sure more known for being a lyrical artist, doing a lot of the fast flows that they like to do. I actually like his more lyrical stuff better than his trap stuff personally, but I do respect an artist being versatile and trying different things. He kind of got this unfair sort of corny label by Twista when he did a little reaction video to him.
I could clearly hear that he can rap, but nah, just a little corny to me. I just don't like it.
That's just something that he's always gonna have to deal with. Overall, I am rooting for him and I do check in on his new music to see if I really like it, but there just hasn't been that one song or that one thing that I really like. But I also do like his YouTube videos. So yeah, you could see the little predicament that he could be in the future. Next we have Crypt.
Rap about how I'd eat them and then make fun of my size. Or rap about all these mumbling rappers and tell them to die because I get so angry when they don't even think when they're right. But come to think of it, when it comes to thinking, neither do I.
I'm not the biggest fan of Crypt, I'm not gonna lie. I obviously don't know him as a person, so I'm just objectively looking at this as a viewer. But it seems like he kinda rips on the new trap sound a lot, as many lyrical rappers do, and sort of YouTube rappers in general. But it kinda just comes off as like,
all these new guys suck, they don't have any talent, I'm real because I'm actually trying to be lyrical.
blah blah blah, same old story. I just kind of get that vibe from him in his videos and in his music. One thing I do like about him is the ciphers that he has put together that have been very successful and very enjoyable to watch. I like the idea of building a community and having all of the YouTube rappers work together rather than work against each other. But as far as him and his music personally, not for me. Now I might get a little bit of hate on this, but KSI, I actually kind of like his music. And he's done so many different things, gaming, reaction videos, just regular vlogs, and now he's like a boxer. But his music is actually kind of fire, and he has done songs with some very well-respected UK artists. It's a little bit of a different flavor because he is from the UK, and obviously I'm not a diehard UK rap fan. I do enjoy it, but it's not my go-to. And I don't know how he matches up with other UK rappers because I'm not immersed into the culture, but as somebody just objectively listened to the music, it's not that bad. High Res is a dude that's been on this platform for years. But he kind of falls perfectly into the YouTube rapper stigma. He's just sort of this regular dude that's really fire at writing lyrics and spitting. Again, not gonna take away from any of these guys. They can all rap, and High Res especially is very good at rapping. To my knowledge, he blew up severely by doing the fake Uber driver raps for his customers, which was a genius idea. I don't really care that it was fake, it was dope regardless. But yeah, I just want to make another little point in here. And this isn't just a stab at High Res or really any of these guys in particular, but often some of these rappers will talk about the new wave rappers sounding the same and all doing the same thing. But you could objectively say, oh, all these guys are trying to sound like Eminem, which I'm sure they get all the time. And I'm not personally saying that because I can hear the differences in these people, but it's kind of unfair to be like, oh, all these mumble rappers suck, they're all trying to do the same thing. Well, how would you like it if I was like, yo, all y'all trying to sound like Eminem? It's a fair point. It's a fair point. But yeah, generally just High Res's music is cool. He can spit, but not for me. Screwface Gene is an artist that I was not aware of, but am now aware of because of doing this video and doing the research.
It's Screwface in the place and I'm about to handle you. Heard that you a hooper, well these shots about to damage you, but this ain't no suicide drill to check your stamina.
And I could say that I actually really like it. I think that he does have this cool little image going for him. His voice is like super dark and raspy and just aggressive. But from the songs that I have heard from my research, I think they're pretty good. And I also do like his YouTube videos because they don't seem as try-hard. Like, yeah, he's doing reaction videos and he's just kind of giving his opinions on things, but it's a crappy little camera. He doesn't get the lighting all nice and have a very flattering angle. He just puts the camera up or his phone and just says what he has to say. and then he's out. I kind of like that. Now, Aries isn't really much of a rapper. He's more of a pop artist, I would say.
Probably blacked out how the other night last. Maybe come around for a minute. Should I like that? I could never catch taking.
But let's be honest, he does fit the traditional mold of a YouTube rapper. He made videos, he gained a following, and all the while he was pushing his own music, and he used his following as a means to grow his music. And he did it very well. These days, he doesn't really make YouTube videos anymore. He just kind of promotes his music and he's doing the music thing. But I really do think Aries is going to be the exception. Plus, in his videos, he kind of kept that mystique. He never really said too much. He just kind of did his thing and they were short and brief. But I think Aries has the most potential out of all of these guys to really blow up and be huge and be a pop star. And I talked about this in another video, so you could just go watch that if you're interested. Now, like I said, not all YouTube rappers are lyrical rappers. It's just the majority of them. I did come across a handful of other ones that mostly did covers or sort of just little vlogs. But I want to finish this video by making 2 points. All YouTubers are corny, including me. And 2, don't let this video deter you from using YouTube as a platform to grow your brand and grow your music. I honestly think that YouTube is the best platform to do it. You will gain a diehard fan base that will ride with you no matter what. Obviously, there's a reason why I'm on YouTube. It's the best place to become an independent artist and potentially make a living doing this. And it gets really complicated from here, but if you don't really care about being lit or being super cool or having a mystique and you just want to get your music out there and you just want to push it to the fans, I think YouTube is the platform for you, and really all creators should be using it to their full advantage. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you thought I was totally wrong or if I made some valid points. Of course, like the video and subscribe if you're new. My name is Patrick CC. I'm out.